Check, check, check. Check, check, check. And check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. And check, check, check. Hello, and thank you for joining me to a little bit of a gaming night. We've got Destiny 2, maybe a little baseball stars, and most importantly, we've got the Sideways baseball cap tonight. I have not seen the Sideways baseball cap. I haven't seen it fashioned anywhere lately, so I will not be in any way claiming to have gotten this from somebody else, or nobody should be claiming that I am grabbing it from them. The only person who I could actually honestly say this is from is Mr. Jordan Knight of New Kids on the Block. Thank you, Mr. Jordan Knight, for your inspiration of wearing the Sideways hat. That was who I actually was inspired from back in the late 80s. So I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do here. I have a couple of things that I have to do. That's probably going to be too far. Let's try and get there. Let's get a public event in real quick. Just get the ball rolling. Destiny 2. If you haven't watched any of my more recent gaming videos, I have been playing a few games of Destiny 2. Got back into it recently when I realized how easy it actually is on the Steam platform. Actually, I didn't realize it. I was given the information by my son. He made me aware of how easy the platform is to do the online streaming and gaming, and what's for my age, people who are my age and obviously above, most likely, online gaming was a 3, 4, 5-step process sometimes. It wasn't as simple as a platform like Steam, for example, integrating everything into one. And I'm sure that most of that is by the will of people who were my age at one point and got frustrated with having to do all that, and it made it to where they got inspired to go ahead and create gaming platforms such as Steam, and I know Discord has a lot of chat capabilities and things like that, and Twitch being a byproduct of the entire streaming process. Twitch is on the go gaming also. I do appear on Twitch. Usually I try to do an hour total, and half of that time being on YouTube and half of that time being on Twitch right now. Just trying to get an idea as far as what is the best allotment of time to be on here, and to provide entertainment for those who want to watch video games and see and chat with people and things like that. So right now, an hour seems to be about the right amount of time for me to be on here. There is something to be said for restraint, and it's important to be able to tell yourself that it's time to get off. And if I can get that as a normalcy, I'll get used to, being it, feeling like a hobby again. I have been playing it a little bit more over the last few days or week or so than I have in a long time, just because again, um, I have a familiarity with this game, pretty pretty good familiarity with this game. I enjoy it. I can get definitely zoned in on it into this world, but I am not in any way at the level that I was previously, and therefore I get a little frustrated sometimes that I don't get something done, and I should probably just turn it off and come back to it, which I did earlier. I played a game earlier that was it was a special thing, that mission that I was supposed to go on, and it was difficult. And I admit, man, in the past I wouldn't I would have kept going, but I admitted defeat by walking away for a second and going, all right, you know what? I'm not going to be as upset. Oh, here you are. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to be as upset as I would have been in the past, because that definitely would have been me. I would have kept going for hours and hours and hours. It was definitely a difficult pass for me. It was ascending down into this. Let's see what we got to do today. Is there anything here? I guess I could just go this way, and then I think that's where we're going with the public event. Where is it though? Is it back where I just was? Okay, let's go right there. So, I did want to get something out of this particular episode of Fro to Go. This one, I wanted to talk a bit about the. I hope I'm going the right way. About the. I could get this, whatever this is. Okay. About the movie Nightcrawler. I don't know if I'm going to make this. This looks like it's going to hurt when I land. I better land on this first. Eee! Oh, okay, I made it. The movie Nightcrawler. Movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. Rene Russo was in it. You had, who else? Bill Paxton. That was a surprise. I didn't know that Bill Paxton was in it. I knew of the movie. I'd heard of it before, but it's interesting because my experience in the Stringers, I guess you would say, atmosphere, which is what they call what, if you've seen the movie Nightcrawler, it's what is done in the movie. It's called stringing. It's basically what if you want to make it as easy of a description as possible, it would be the equivalent of a paparazzi for celebrities. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because paparazzi, to me, paparazzi as a celebrity news situation, paparazzi is one of those things where I'm not interested in celebrity news at all, like whatsoever. I understand now what that does, like what caring so much about the celebrity does to people, including myself. I'm not going to put myself as being with no fault in that. That you find out things sometimes about people that you don't want to know about, because they're human beings, and you want to see them as a superhero because that's your, person. And I'm not going to say that I personally have been affected. I mean, obviously there's been celebrities who I have enjoyed that have done something in a very negative way, that I wouldn't condone, of course. I think every single person in this world has associated themselves by listening to or watching a movie or a TV show. Am I supposed to go down there? Has essentially associated themselves with somebody who is not a good person. Everybody. Unless you don't listen to music or any of those things, like unless you're so finite as far as your entertainment that you never ever expand, your I'm going to go down there. You never ever expand your likes beyond, one very, very small. I might go up that. I don't know. I think I've already been in here. Then if you don't expand beyond that, then generally speaking, or if you do, then you're going to have those out there that are going to disappoint you. As human beings, you have to know that disappointment is definitely, on the table when you follow somebody you don't know. Like you don't know them. You know of them. You know their music. You know their desire. You know how good they are as far as a movie star. You know that type of thing, but you don't know them. And so since you don't, then what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to check into each one before you start listening to their music? Are you supposed to do like a resume? I'm going to leave this place. This is not any place that I want to be. Are you supposed to check and see if everybody you listen to or everybody you are into, as far as any of the celebrity thing, are you supposed to watch them? Is that what this is supposed to be? In addition to watching them do their, I'm going to go on some strikes, watching them do their whatever they do in their celebrity, acting, actress, any of those things. We also have to watch them in real life just to make sure that they're not a bad person. I mean, that's kind of what reality shows became, kind of watching just normal human beings. So, but I'll move on with what I actually was talking about, which is Nightcrawler. I just wanted to explain that I'm not necessarily for paparazzi, but I am for getting news that's important. And I understand the notion of some, and I get the concern, and definitely I welcome anybody's opinion on anything that I speak of on this channel, and welcome anybody's comments, and I think that stringing, which again is what the movie Nightcrawler is about, which is basically, stringing is a late, usually, I mean, you could have things in the daytime too, but it's basically running and getting the news. And yeah, I mean, there's things that happen in the daytime too, and there's plenty of that. But generally, most of the new phenomenon, I think, would be what it would be considered, which is live streaming stringing. um, and it has really taken off over the last couple of, I would say, definitely in the last 6 months. It has become a major growth on YouTube and Twitch and other platforms. Just having somebody drive around in a vehicle that has a scanner, and they're just basically reporting what's going on and arriving at scenes and getting basically the quickest news you possibly can get. Before it even gets to your news station, you're seeing what happened at the place, whatever that place was. You get a really quick bird's eye view, or not even bird's eye view, but a quick view of right there of what is going on. And there really is nothing that can be, changed in that news, meaning that you're watching it live. There's no manipulation of it because it's happening when you're looking at it. So you make your determination when it's going on. And I like that aspect of it because it allows me personally to view things in a non-biased way. I know that the people are driving, and if they come upon the news, they come upon somebody else, and I'm watching it happen. It's not set up, unless I find out someday that it is. But at this point right now, I would assume that they don't have a budget. Sorry, they don't have the type of budget these small kind of driving around type of thing. I don't think they have the budget to set up people to act and do things like that. So I would definitely strongly believe that these are live things that are happening. So with that in mind, it's something that I enjoy having the ability to watch at times of the night sometimes when it kind of things are not, there's nothing going on, and you just turn on YouTube and you can watch these stringers. And now I do want to do a little small soft promotion. I don't even know how this works. I don't know if I'm supposed to I don't think I'm supposed to get the permission of the place you're promoting, because I'm not using them. I'm just trying to promote them and say, go check them out and see if it's something you like. If you go to what is it, stringerslive.com. So Stringers Live. Let me make sure of that. Let me get past this part and I'll give you that, because it's something that I am not trying in any way to, I enjoy myself. The stringers, not okay. I'll talk about this in a second. Let me get the Stringers website. Yeah, stringerslive.com, and it'll pull up a website. I don't want to show it here because, again, I don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. But basically, it'll pull up a website that has whoever's live at the time, who's a stringer, is right there. You can whoever, I'm saying whoever's part of this Stringers Live network, which is pretty expansive. The person who is running it, I guess you would say, the person who is in charge, the boss man, is what he would like to be called. Scott Lane. He basically, I got a auto here. I like it. He has put together an amazing setup. Basically, it gives you the ability to watch live, like on the one page, a lot of the stringers who were on there and associated, and then the YouTube channels of each one of them is basically linked on there. You could go directly to it, and when you go directly to it, then you can. I'm not gonna go mess with them right now. I'm gonna let these guys come back and. Yeah, I don't want to get flooded by like that. We'll let these guys. Where's Reaper? I'll let this person come back and do what we need to do, and then we'll go. All right, let's go. I don't know where Reaper is, so. Let's take care of this guy. Let's take care of this one. Okay. I don't care. Yeah. Okay. So Scott Lane put together a very good website, and it does exactly what I would need something like that to do when I'm, not doing anything else, and I'm just, not, just hanging out and whatnot, and I want to watch some live stringers out and about, trying to get the news. That's what this website does. It gives you that ability to go right to each one of those stringers live YouTube channels, and just basically watch them do what they do. They just drive around and basically go on the hunt for news. And some people might say that it's I've heard people say that they might get in the way, and they might get the police might get confused. It might lead to there to be some that type of stuff that happens. The thing is that if you are a new person at doing it, I could see where there might be a learning curve as to where you're supposed to be and you're not supposed to be in certain areas, and how you act has a lot to do with whether or not you're going to be in the way, okay? But that really doesn't last long with these individuals. I mean, if they want to get paid and they want to get something out of what they do, they're not there for fun. I mean, I know that might be a misconception, like they're there for the gruesomeness of the and I'm sure that in a way there might be a little bit of that, inside of them. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that one way or the other. But I will say that they don't they don't get there and act or in any way look like they're enjoying themselves. They're just doing their job, really. I mean, it might be a gruesome job, but so is being a nurse, and so is being a a doctor. There's a lot of really, really nasty stuff that they have to see too. The EMTs that show up, and again, it's up to us to decide what it is that we want to watch. If you are an individual who doesn't like that type of stuff, which I would consider myself one of those, as far as watching, something really dreadful, I will usually not be continue to view. If there was something that is too hard for me to watch, I'll turn it. I have that right. You know what I mean? I have the ability and the right to continue watching if I want to, or not watch. So, those that say it's canceling, those that say that, that promotion and canceling are two things that we could do as consumers. Those are things that we personally have the ability to do. You can, if you wanted to. Whoop. Let me see if I can get him. Nope. Okay, we're back. We're going to do this again. We almost had it, but I don't think we're getting much help from the other. This will be probably the final strike on YouTube tonight, because I will go over to Twitch and do 1 or 2 strikes there. I did want to do one game of baseball stars. We'll see. This is definitely gonna be the last Destiny one. Yeah, that'll probably be. We'll do one game of baseball stars, because that'll take probably another 20 minutes or so. Oh man, come on. Let's get this taken care of. I gotta put this on the witch the next time. Oh, he's got that one. Going back up. Oh, I got double. Let's see. Yeah, we got double. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh. Walked into that one. Okay, are we gonna have somebody? Oh, we got 2 of us down right now. Come on now, don't. Are you kidding me? Come on. All right. Where's the other dude? Oh, did you get him? No. Okay. I got him. Let's get rid of these guys. Come on. All right. Down there. We got her. Alright, let me go take care of her. Let's do this. Where are you? Right here. Oh, man. Well, I got her. Okay, so successful strike. Successful strike. All right. So I'm going to go and get. Let me do this real quick and take a quick look and gander. Okay. Ooh, I got a 160 or 1264. That's nice. 1260. Okay. Done a couple upgrades to a couple of my parts over the last couple days. And there. Okay. So, we are done with that. We're going to go ahead and finish up right now. There we go. And now, by the magic of this special thing here, we're going to go ahead and flip the script. Let's see how cool this is. Let's go back over to here. And we're back, and now we're on to Baseball Stars. Here we go. Now, as I mentioned, we are in a league. Haven't played in a little bit. We are still at 1 game each. We're going to start tonight's action with World Powers against San Francisco Giants. Still have the same team. And let me actually make a little adjustment here. Bink. Oh. Give me 1 second. Scroll's got to be on the top. Scroll's got to be on the top. Scroll's gotta be on the top, 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 and Scroll's now on the top, top, top. All right. We're gonna leave the alert box up. There she is. Boom. And good. All right. Here we go. So, Nightcrawler. Definitely a Hollywood-style movie. Were some parts of it that were, because I've been watching Stringers over the last few months now, probably about a year. Have been following specific ones, have been going in and out of others. I kind of know which ones are well trained or doing the right thing, and I follow the ones that I know are ethical. Well, as ethical as they can be, and morally just. But I realize that all of them do want the shot, too. That's their job, just as it is for any photographer to get the right shot. It's very important to them. So, let me get a quick drink. Okay. So there's another movie. Let me run this back as far as the Stringers are concerned. Most people got into watching Stringers by watching a movie like Nightcrawler, for example. But I'm not going to say most people, but I would probably say that the greater majority of the people watched that movie and were like, "Ooh, that's a interesting line of work. I'd like to see maybe right off the base of the wall, or the top of the wall. I would like to see, somebody doing that live, or I'd like to. That would be cool to watch. I, on the other hand, watched The Stringers first, not knowing that there was a movie out there named Nightcrawler from 2014. Knowing of it, but not knowing what it was about. I had no idea what it was about. I thought it was like a thriller about somebody who did crimes at night type of thing, kind of like the Night Stalker type of thing. But that's it. I basically was put in a reverse when it comes to watching The Stringers and then watching Shot in the Dark. Actually, the next one I watched, and then Nightcrawler. Just watched Nightcrawler just the other night, and I've been watching people like Scott Lane, who is Loud Labs, and the Stringers Live, the one who does who started Stringers Live, and I was actually put on to him through the YouTube channel Smoke and Scan, because I was just going through and trying to find anybody who would follow the scanners and possibly find a helicopter feed, or a helicopter, or a stringer who would follow a chase, any kind of chases that were going on, because I was there. I was getting already a lot of alerts on my phone. Oh man, Wilbur! I wanted to get a first pitch strike. Unbelievable. Wilbur just goes yard on me on the first pitch. The leadoff hitter. Unreal. Whew. Okay. So, Orville won't do that. I'm gonna come inside to him. So, I was watching this Smoke and Scan channel, and he would follow police chases, mostly in L.A., but there were some that he would get in other parts. And he brought me to Loud Labs and Scott Lane and that end of things. And I really, really like kind of being able to view live stuff. I mean, I think that's exactly why Live PD, Cops, obviously, but Cops was obviously produced. It wasn't live, but Live PD, those type of shows did so well is because it was live. Yes, I mean, I'm sure that there was delays and stuff, but there's just something to being able to go anytime and view a live feed of something, whatever that thing is. It could be somebody at a hot dog stand. You're there. You could go there. You know what I mean? If somebody just wants to go live on vacation, you get to kind of vacate with them, in a way. You could go to, if somebody's going to, Disneyland. That's what you do anyway when you're on social media. They're taking pictures, Instagram and stuff like that. They're taking you with them. So technically, that's what everybody's desire is. It's just that desire has gotten now to where it's for some people it's fun to be able to go at any time. Go to that wherever that place is, Yosemite, the Yosemite Cam, stuff like that. So we have stringers out there who drive around. There's not that many in the Sacramento area, which is the region that I'm in. You'd be surprised. I mean, there's a lot in Bakersfield. A very high percentage of the ones that I see on YouTube are Bakersfield. Bakersfield and LA are the two that have the most. So these people, obviously, they sell their uh, footage to the networks, and that's where they make their money by packaging some of the news together for the networks. And the cool thing is that they're they're getting paid. They're a part of the pay that I think that, like, the news people, if they had to do this freelance work, they would be handcuffed in a way as to how they would have to approach things. Same thing goes for the police. If you put the thought is you put police, you put a camera on all the police, then you get the things when they happen. But the police aren't there, obviously, every time when the things happen immediately. And also, you're getting you're getting really a human being's opinion, not somebody who's talking in a corporate sense as to what or why they're shooting what they're shooting. Oh man, I forgot the shortstop has no. He's still struggling with the defense. I thought that was the third baseman's ball. All these guys have decent home runs, but it is later on in the season for a lot of them with the amount of games that they played. So I know that here's the thing. I know stringers get a bad rap. I definitely understand that some police don't care for the news. The news hasn't been kind to them in the past. They don't like having, there being an extra human body there that they have to protect. I get it. But that footage is very important in some cases. Very important to taking care of, like, future things. Seeing footage of, like, the killing, the shooting at King Super in Colorado, King Supers. Those type of things have to be, if somebody's there and they have the gumption to pull out a camera. I mean, I know it's crazy to watch, and it could be, traumatizing for some people. But, the person at King Super, the person who, I think it was VFG photography or videography, they saved some lives. That guy saved some lives, because he beforehand made sure that he went around and he let everybody know, hey, there's an active shooter in there. So he saved some lives, and he should have some commendation for that. He didn't just go and use his camera to he was trying to make sure that he documented it, but he wasn't just like what some people might think, just trying to get hits or, get his web channel going. That type of stuff is just, the adrenaline's pumping. You're not thinking about that type of stuff. You're going to keep the camera rolling, but I mean, that attitude to think that person is just in the way. It just doesn't. It doesn't pass the sniff test. They're not in the way. I mean, when they're not, that person was in the doorway when shots were being fired inside. That's when he was at his most dangerous. The things were most dangerous. He's been through that already. And then later on in the video, you see him. He's way far away, and they're still trying to get him further and further away from the scene. And it's like he already has, and he had a friend inside, and he was trying to figure out things. I mean, I just would like there to be more cooperation when it comes to law enforcement, being a little bit more understanding that, person in the press is a person in the press, and you have to respect the person in the press. If you're going to put up police tape, put up police tape, and then make sure everybody's out of there. But if not, then you can't bark orders at the people. You have to put up a police tape before you can tell them to get angry with them for not being where you're asking them to be. Active crime scenes, I understand. You have to put up stuff and everything, but this person was inside of the crime scene, and he was documenting it, and it didn't go well. We'll just put it that way. If people of that town saw the way that person was treated on the video, the police aren't going to be looked at nicely, I would say. That was just my point of view on it. But I'll get off of that particular subject because I do want to get back to the stringers part, which is more so, in this case, it's a lot of, driving around and just kind of looking for, listening to the scanner and trying to figure out if there's anything out there. I personally have, for a small fraction of time, considered it as a hobby. It wouldn't be a profession, but it was something that I've thought about in terms of maybe getting documentation of certain, like, say, structure fires or things like that. I mean, the thing is that obviously any devastation for anybody is not something that you should be happy about. But if something is burning down and you can't do anything to save it, and the firefighters are doing all that they can to save it, it doesn't hurt that somebody's across the street filming it for documentation purposes and for news purposes, because if a fire is going on, and maybe people want to see it. So I don't know. That could be, there are certain people out there that probably think that there shouldn't be things like that out there. We shouldn't document everything. But, I mean, with cameras all over the place, I don't think that's something that anybody should really, really think that they have really the ability to stop anybody from documenting things now. It's just not really. I got to get that shortstop some defense. This will be the final game of tonight. I'm going to finish up a tiny bit early. What are we at? We're at 48 minutes. So we're about on time. This is the third inning. I should be able to score a couple runs here to finish this off. I did also want to tonight discuss a little bit about kind of where we are in the pandemic and where we are as far as the overall feel of society, and kind of where this all is kind of right now headed, I guess you would say. I can say with the utmost honesty that I am as optimistic as I've been in a long time in regards to the direction that we're headed. Not just inside of the pandemic and with the virus, but just overall, just the nature of where the ideas are headed. Now, there are some out there that are not going to get on board, and I'm okay with that. And I'm not going to lean politically right now one way or the other. I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff. But I am going to talk about... oh, wait a minute. Give me a second. I did want to do this. I don't know why. What did I have here? This one? No. Oh, yeah, it is that one. Is it this one? Hold on just a second. Almost done. No. No, that's not it. Where are you? Is it this? It is this one. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta have this up here. Okay, here we go. All right. Gonna finish this off. I'm supposed to have that up there for, purposes of the brand. So I believe that we are on the other side of the worst that we will see at this point. I believe that we are looking at no more, obviously, of major shutdowns. I don't think Bumgarner just went yard. I don't think we're looking at anything in that regard from this point moving forward. I don't think that we are out of the woods as far as what people think is, totally healthy in terms of there's not going to be any more little things here and there, because there's going to be, because once the awareness goes away, there's going to be people who aren't going to be thinking about it anymore. So obviously there's gonna, and with that there's also gonna, there's three bombs in a row. Bumgarner, Mays, I don't remember who hit that one. Let's see if we can go 4. Barry hitting with the 3 guys before him hit bombs. What do you think he's going to try and do? Even in real life, he would come out of his shoes, but I don't think he ever came out of his shoes. I don't think Barry's the one that got out. I don't think Barry ever came out of his shoes, though. I have to say that. He usually was as balanced of approach as you could possibly get. So we're almost finished here. This should end it. There's 3 outs here. There's 1. So I'm very optimistic going forward about what we have, in front of us, in terms of, with the vaccine and the availability. And I'm going to say it right here. I am one who, like I said before, never got the vaccine before when it came to flu. Not an anti-vaxxer, though. Oh, look at this. End it like that. Nice. But now that it's available to everybody, and it's going to be available to kids, and they're really not at as much risk, obviously, too. Now that it is available to everybody and everybody has the ability to get it, now I feel more comfortable about knowing that moving forward, everybody who was able to get it should get it if they can. I'm not saying that they have to, but at this point, if they don't, and they're not allowed to go places or allowed into things, then that is now their decision. It's not the decision of the public anymore, because they have had that opportunity to get the vaccine if so required. I shouldn't say required, if so desired. But again, the desire, sorry for this, I'm just looking through these guys, the desire of it, you should think about what that means as far as moving forward, and if by chance it's possible that you may not be allowed to go into a place if you don't have the vaccine. That's something definitely that you should think about. That's all I have to say. There, we're gonna go with an 84 right there. We'll do the 84. We'll give him some defense. So again, I'm not saying that anyone out there needs to get the vaccine. Please don't say a fro to go. Reviews said that the vaccine is good, or that a Frotigo Reviews is saying that you have to get the vaccine. That is not anything of what I am saying. What I am saying is that at this point, if you have gotten the vaccine and companies desire, I'm going to name this guy, and companies require that you have the vaccine in order to enter their location, then you're going to have to know that. That's all I'm saying. And you're going to have to respect that, because it's not no matter what happens. I am a business owner. I do have a couple businesses, and I know that if there was a liability issue in this day and age, no waiver of liability is ever going to ensure that someone's not going to bring any kind of lawsuit against you. And therefore, because of that, most places are not going to just say, go ahead, do what you need to do. Look at that. Hey, I'm on 2 of them. What about this? Let's see what this looks like. This would be cool. Wait. Let's see. Is it? It's not that one. That one. Oh, it's this one. We could go here, and I could even bring this down here and bring it like that. So all I'm saying is that if you are not going to get vaccinated and you want to go to a place and that place says that you can't come inside, you can't, at this point, you can't be surprised about that. It's not, because unless you have a medical situation that doesn't allow you to have it, I would say that's something that's going to have to be on a case-by-case basis. But at this point, that's just how it is, how it's going to be. So any of you who get your card, make sure you hang on to it, because in the future that's probably something that's going to be very important for you. I would say. So we just under an hour. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully the hat on the side, I might rock that a few more times. We'll see. And if you're catching this afterwards, thank you for watching. Nightcrawler, I give it a thumbs up. I'd watch it. I'd recommend it. Gyllenhaal was good, kind of creepy. But I give it a thumbs up. It's a good movie. So that will do it. Oh, I got a watermark too. Move that over there. I'm just playing with things, as far as getting to know where things are and stuff like that. Put that over there. Anyway, let's take this one down. Yep. And let's take that one. No, that was the same one. Let's take that one down. And thank you again for joining me. It's been a pleasure being here tonight. And you guys have a good rest of your, is it night? Yeah, you got a little bit left, 11:22 p.m. And we will see you possibly tomorrow. Going to be online more often now. Got everything all set up. And Destiny 2 maybe, some more tomorrow. And that'll do it. I'll talk